My fool's goal player for week 10 of the fantasy football season is Allen Lazard, wide receiver for the Green Bay Packers. We were talking before the podcast. I had kind of been exchanging texts with you saying, like, I think I'm really overthinking this. I don't know if Allen Lazard is who I really want to go with this week because let's be honest, you went with DeAndre Swift this week, who's a notable star in the league. I'm going with Allen Lazard. Usually, when guys of this caliber, this name recognition, uh, these types of fantasy ceilings that we can see them have, we usually tell you to temper your expectations at the least. And I think that's kind of where I'm coming into terms with Allen Lazard this week. It's not a full fade, but it's definitely a temper your expectations. Okay. They're going up against the Cowboys this week, who have allowed one 100-yard wide receiver on the year so far to date, and only 7 touchdowns given up to receivers so far in their 8 games. Now, that's an average of a touchdown a game, and very well, certainly Allen Lazard could be the guy to catch that touchdown. He's an end zone threat. He gets a lot of those. I understand that. I can see a world where he is just fine. Okay. So I'm acknowledging that fact. What I am also going to point out is that the Cowboys lead the league in sacks with 33. The Packers line is atrocious. Aaron Rodgers has never played, to my enjoyment, has never played as bad as he has been playing this season, which, for fantasy managers who have drafted him, sure, it's unfortunate. I understand that. Um, and the run game is simply putrid because I'm alluding to A.J. Dillon and Aaron Jones last week, who had a juicy matchup and could do nothing with it. The team is in complete disarray. The Cowboys are a formidable opponent who I think will definitely add to that sack count, hurrying Aaron Rodgers, pressuring him throughout the game. That doesn't give him a lot of time to get these passes off. I think guys like Aaron Jones, if he's healthy, A.J. Dillon, if he's healthy, are going to get a Robert Tonyan, if he's healthy, are going to get a lot of these short area passes where he is trying to escape the pocket, get away, and find someone like a safe outlet to get to. I don't know if Allen Lazard is going to be that guy this week. I'm very scared of this offense entirely. Aaron Rodgers is someone who I'm fading. Aaron Jones, A.J. Dillon. These are all guys that I'm tentative on playing. Obviously, Aaron Jones, you're starting him if he's out there. Allen Lazard, I'm scared to start him this week. And that's really all I have to say about it. I love Jerry Jeudy at Tennessee. I'd start him over Allen Lazard. I love Devontae Smith this week. Start him over Allen Lazard. I love Rondale Moore, which I think is right around the range where I'd go. I love him this week, and he's going up against Los Angeles Rams. His fantasy point production for the week is 14 and a half PPR points. That's according to Sleeper. Temper your expectations. I can definitely see a possibility, the realm of possibilities, where he is in that 5 to 7 PPR points because eventually at the end of the day, with no Romeo Dobbs, Christian Watson in and out of the lineup every single week, Aaron Rodgers has to throw the ball to someone. And that guy is going to be Allen Lazard. But literally, that's the only thing he's going to be able to do. Teams are going to have to zero into him at some point. I think the Cowboys do this week. I think they smother him entirely. Definitely under 14 PPR points, which is the sleeper projection. But also, I would go as far to say probably in that 8 to 10 range is where we see Allen Lazard end up this week. And that's not the wide receiver 2 numbers that you're looking to see week in and week out, which is why I'm telling you right now to temper your expectations on Allen Lazard in week 10. Jacob?
Yeah, I mean, I have trouble starting any Packer right now at all. Like, obviously, Aaron Jones, if he's out there and fully healthy, of course. But other than that, only one person in your league has him. So other than that, you're not starting a lot of Packers, and I don't think anyone's starting Aaron Rodgers. And even like the only way, look, if Williams is out, I think Dillon you can consider starting him, but as things stand right now, like I'm starting Jeff Wilson over AJ Dillon, no question. Literally, I just made that change in one of my lineups. So looking at Lazard, it's like, how is that? What's the upside there? Like, he's gonna get targeted the most, and he's going to have 6 catches for 50 yards. Like, cool, 11 points. Even that is like, it's decent, but like that's not what we're looking for from a number 1 wide receiver of Aaron Rodgers. So I'm with you, man. And Dallas has not been good to wide receivers this year.
Not been good to wide receivers. And I'll end with this. So many people have been talking about, Devontae Adams heading to Oakland, and you see all the memes. At least I do, because I'm a Las Vegas Raiders fan. Shouldn't have left Aaron Rodgers, blah, 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 blah. Well, guess what? Both teams are literally bad this year. So can we both just agree that they needed each other? Yeah. It wasn't like Devontae Adams needed Aaron Rodgers and Aaron Rodgers needed they both needed each other equally, because both of their teams are atrocious.
That's evident.
You know what?
Like, it's
no more memes. Stop the meme talk. There's hate all around. And that is my fool's gold player for week 10 of the fantasy football season, Allen Lazard, wide receiver for the Green Bay Packers.